So I made a video talking about Isshiki Otsutsuki and Kawaki's fate, and today I'm actually going to be reading your comments because I did say I'm going to be reading comments. So yeah, let's start with the first one. So it says, your content is by far the best, man, and the way you explain everything and analyze the chapter is amazing. Keep doing it, bro. Don't stop. Trust me, I don't plan on stopping. I want to expand my channel, but right now I don't really have that much time, so I upload whenever I can. But thank you very much. So it says, what if one day Momoshiki tries to take over Boruto, but Boruto befriends Momoshiki and they will have a Kurama Naruto relationship, well, to be honest with you, here's my answer to that. Here's what I think, right? Remember, everything I say, right, is just my opinion, right? You're entitled to, come up with your own. But my opinion is this. The Otsutsuki see themselves above any other life form because, to be honest with you, they kind of are superior. Like, their bodies can withstand a lot of stuff. Like, look at Isshiki or whoever is in Jigen's body. And it basically says that Jigen is not a good vessel and cannot handle, the power of an Otsutsuki. So basically, yeah, um, they really are superior than other, human beings, well, beings in the universe in general. And I don't think that Momoshiki, who has that inferiority complex, will, side with Boruto any other day. It's like the only motive I can see Momoshiki have is one of his own, and that is basically by branding Boruto the Karma. Possibly he can take over Boruto's body, and I think that is basically Momoshiki's, plan. So yeah, I don't think they could have that relationship, but possibly it could be. So Jigen is probably not even a bad person and just got used. It's kind of sad. That's true. I think because he was crying, right? Someone who cries is not someone who is, emotionless. Someone that has, feelings in general will cry. I've never seen Madara Uchiha cry, and that's because, he was basically like a psychopath that would do anything. But Jigen crying himself, shows that he, yeah, possibly it's like Kawaki. If you look at Kawaki even cried when hearing Naruto's story, right? And if you look at the end product, at the beginning of the flashback, you can basically tell that his body has been completely taken over. And if you look at the Kawaki that was before, was a person with emotions and sympathy and all that stuff. So yeah, Jigen most likely was a human being that had emotions, and then after he got taken over as a vessel, he's trapped. He cannot do anything. All he can do is just watch from the sunken place where what whoever took his body over is doing with his body. And possibly Kara, as an organization, probably still think that Jigen is actually Jigen and not Isshiki or Suzuki. Maybe they don't know exactly what the karma does, and they actually think that Jigen is still their leader, whereas low-key is Isshiki or Suzuki. So basically, if that is the case, if an Otsutsuki is your leader and basically thinks of himself as, superior, then basically everyone in Kara is basically a slave and just a pawn to be used to, I don't know, stop opposing forces so Isshiki can low-key do his work in peace whilst his goons handle all the trouble. Maybe that is the case of what Kara really is. So what if in the middle of a fight, Momoshiki takes over Boruto and fights against Isshiki? I don't know. I think that in Otsutsuki, the clan, there is a hierarchy. Now, the question of whether Isshiki or Suzuki is below Momoshiki would be the question, because I don't think they would have a reason to fight, to be honest with you. If you really think about it, based on what Naruto said in chapter 38, Isshiki most likely is trying to use the Jubi to suck chakra from a planet. So basically he is doing his job, and that was basically Ishiki's and Kaguya's job, to siphon chakra from planets. So he basically is doing his job. So I don't know why they would be fighting, but maybe Isshiki just left Earth alone because Earth is probably something he has a greater plan for. Next one is ranking the Otsutsuki we know for now. Isshiki is number 1, Kaguya is number 2, Momoshiki is number 3, Toneri is number 4, Urashiki is number 5, Kinshiki is number 6. I wouldn't really put Kinshiki as number 6. I would actually put Kinshiki above Momoshiki, and that is because of this, right? Sasuke and Naruto are the strongest in terms of combat, right? And they had difficulty. In the novel, Sasuke definitely had difficulty against Kinshiki, and even in the movies and in the episodes, in the anime, Sasuke could not take on Kinshiki one by one. Well, he probably could handle him for a bit, but he basically had run out of chakra and he had to escape, right? So I'd put Kinshiki over Momoshiki, but after Momoshiki absorbs Kinshiki, then yeah, he is above Kinshiki. But yeah, um, I don't know. I feel like Toneri would be the last one because literally he got taken out with a punch, right? And yeah, I put him at number 6, and I would actually put Urashiki above of Toneri and possibly above Kinshiki because Urashiki kind of is more of a trickster kind of Otsutsuki. I think his tactical fighting is not with brute strength or skill, but more, being more cunning and using trickery because he did trick Sasuke and all he does is just clown around. So I think that's basically how he fights. But we haven't really seen Urashiki's full potential yet because at the moment he's just clowning around, and I think he's gonna be like a reoccurring, character that's gonna extend the anime whenever they want to extend it and not catch up with the manga and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think. But I would put possibly, yeah, I would put Isshiki above Kaguya, mainly because Isshiki knows how to fight, right? And he knows how to use his power, whereas Kaguya needed instruction from Black Zetsu. She was more powerful than Naruto and Sasuke, but if she didn't have Black Zetsu, her choices, in terms of fighting would have been poor. And she had been beaten by 2 humans, well, half human, half Otsutsukis in her past, which were her sons, right? So yeah, I don't think Hamura would have stood a chance against, Isshiki Otsutsuki. That's not possible, right? So yeah, I think the rankings are right, but I would put Toneri all the way down, and I would put Kinshiki above Momoshiki, depending on which version of Momoshiki we are talking about. So next one is, just because Isshiki beats Naruto and Sasuke doesn't mean he's stronger than Kaguya. Since neither Naruto and Sasuke are stronger than Kaguya, Isshiki has bad stamina. Jigen's body can't keep up with his power. Like this, Isshiki won't be able to keep up with Kaguya. He also stated that it'll take much work to kill Naruto because of the Nine-Tails chakra inside of him. So here's the thing, I disagree with that. I think that bullshit, and here's why. All right, you can kill a Jinchuriki with the tail beast, and then the tail beast would just disperse and resurface elsewhere. It has been done. Rin was a Jinchuriki and was killed within seconds by Kakashi. It didn't take anyone strong. So yeah, I think that Naruto and Killer Bee could have easily been killed the same way. In fact, when Momoshiki was absorbing chakra from Naruto when he captured him in the dimension and put him in his dimension, remember, Boruto the movie, or within that arc, I feel like, Momoshiki could have easily turned Naruto into a fruit. He could have, and people said, well, he can't. Well, I don't see a reason why he can't turn Naruto into a fruit. It's a Rinnegan that turns, a person into a fruit. It's his ability. So yeah, he can use the ability on any person, but maybe he take on the form of whoever you eat, and maybe that's why he decided not to turn Naruto into a fruit, so he doesn't turn into half human, half Otsutsuki or something like that. But yeah, there are loads of occasions where Naruto could have been killed, but he survived because of plot armor, right? So yeah, what else did you say? You said that Kaguya's chakra is superior than Naruto's chakra, and Kaguya's chakra is basically the 10 tails chakra. Naruto's 9 tails, meaning Isshiki can't kill Kaguya even if Kaguya was not immortal. Isshiki can seal her, but Sasuke escaped with space-time ninjutsu, meaning Kaguya can also escape too. And without those seals, Isshiki would have lost since he reached his limit after the fight and said that this Jigen vessel is done. Sure, Isshiki still plans to go his full power, but Kashin Koji said that those with the karma can beat Jigen, meaning Boruto and Kawaki. If the creator is planning to defeat Jigen with Boruto and Kawaki, it means that full power Isshiki isn't gonna be that strong. Also, Isshiki has no Rinnegan, meaning Kaguya can one-shot him with the infinite Tsukiyomi. That is not necessarily the case, because Jigen basically has the power to go to other dimensions. So if the infinite Tsukiyomi is being initiated, all he has to do is just go into another dimension and he will not be affected because he's not even there, right? In terms of strength, I think Kaguya had a lot of chakra, and like I said in the previous comment, she didn't have any battle sense in that way, because if she had the knowledge like Isshiki does with handling Naruto and Sasuke, they would have never been able to do the infinite Tsukiyomi on her, and it got done to her twice. So yeah, she has possibly a lot more chakra and is more stable, whereas Isshiki requires a vessel. But I feel like Isshiki would have it more easier in terms of sealing Kaguya or something like that, because he does have the battle knowledge and all that, and even if he has a little amount of time, he can still use that time to take out Kaguya Otsutsuki. But yeah, I really like your comment. Next one is, now we know what the Jogan's abilities so far consist of. Being able to foresee dimensional portals before they open up. Yep, that's true. Predicting movement and attacks, like the Sharingan. I don't think that was the case at all. I haven't seen Boruto predict anyone's attacks. In the latest episodes where he was fighting Urashiki, we've only seen him open, actually see portals open. That's basically it. He's able to see chakra threads like a Sharingan. Yeah, that's true. And he has transportation technique, which allows instant teleportation, and is able to see things in the afterlife / other dimensions, and maybe even when time is stopped, as proven when he was talking to Momoshiki after his defeat. And no one else could see them besides Sasuke, thanks to his 6 Tomo Rinnegan. So here's what I think. Able to see chakra threads like a Sharingan. Yes, he should be able to see that because every Byakugan is able to see that. He should also be able to see the the weak points of the chakra points, and that's how he defeated the new way the first time, right? Here's the thing. I think that Boruto's eye is the key to actually defeating, Jigen, aka Isshiki. Because if you think about this, Sasuke always complains about, the amount of chakra it takes him in order to get from one dimension to the other. Whereas with Boruto, he has opened a dimension before with his eye, and it seemed like it didn't drain him at all. So the fact that he has such a troublesome eye, like Urashiki said, that means that he will be trouble, and that his eye will lead him to basically a good future or a bad future, depending on his decision making, like Momoshiki said, right? So yeah, I think Naruto will get stronger. And also, how is he going to free himself from a sealing jutsu? The answer to that is that you don't free yourself from a sealing jutsu. The sealing jutsu is basically like someone bounding you and making sure you can do nothing at all. So Naruto cannot do anything at all. All he can do is basically wait till people come and unseal him. And even Jigen or / Isshiki basically said, I'm going to extend your life. It's basically, it keeps you alive for a bit longer, but you can die while being sealed. Depends on the seal, really. Some seals can kill you and seal your body away, like Hagoromo's seal did to Kaguya Otsutsuki. But in Naruto's case, I feel like he has just been put into a ball, sealed into a ball, and he basically will be unconscious or not aware of how much time is passing till he is unsealed. So Naruto is not going to get stronger unless he escapes from the seal or someone breaks him out. But the only way for a seal to be undone is if someone undoes it, or if Naruto had a anti-sealing tag or something in place like Amaru did. But unfortunately, he doesn't have that, even though he's Uzumaki and he should have been good at this. But no one taught him, and I don't think he put any time into learning sealing jutsu. So yeah, he's basically stuck until someone comes to save him. And in the future, based on what Kawaki says, he's still stuck there. So yeah, it confirms that someone needs to come and save you. So the last one is, all this is telling me is that Boruto didn't get a power boost, but rather was set up to be used as a vessel. Well, here's how I think about it. It is a power boost in a way, because it's like the cursed seal, right? Apparently, the more you used it, well, back in the day, the more you used it, the more Orochimaru had, some kind of influence over you. So I feel like every power should have some kind of side effect, or else you can spam the hell out of it, right? And that would be bad writing if you can just, I don't know, go into a fight and pull out a cheat code. Because think about it, like the karma steel improves your physical strength. So that's like sage mode without having to go through any sort of training in order to get that. So yeah, I feel like there's any power you give your main characters, you should give them like a little side effect. And I think the side effect of the karma seal is that the more you use it, the more the person who gave it to you's soul can take over yours and eventually have your body, and then you will become the one who's trapped within your body. So I feel like that is a side effect, but it does give you a power boost because of what Kawaki's been doing with it, and what Boruto can do with it as well. So yeah, that's basically it. Those are all the comments that I am able to do today to make it watchable, because if I do a 1 hour video, all of you are going to be bored. Trust me, you will be. So yeah, I'm going to be dropping my next video soon enough. And yeah, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the comments, reading some of the comments. if I haven't, read your comment in this video, that doesn't necessarily mean I haven't read your comment. I've gone through my comment section and I picked some comments that I feel like everyone would be interested in terms of like what I have to say about that. But yeah, leave your comments in the comment section, and I have nothing more to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, and bye.